Good evening, good night, good morning, whatever time zone you're in, and you're tuning into the Chit Chat Chew Show with your co-host Uno and...
It's your girl Aisha, better known as Jade. Greetings from around the world. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. I know the weather here in Atlanta was wet, but nevertheless, I hope that you still enjoyed it. For those that did not make it to see another day, just give a brief moment of silence, and you can send your chants, prayers, meditation, whatever you do. So we just want to give a quick moment of silence for those that did not make it. All right. So,
Ashe.
So we have a great show again tonight. It's just going to be me and Uno talking. So hopefully you guys will tune in. I believe you said there's a comment box where they can...
Yeah, they can drop a comment.
They can drop comments,
it's
questions,
live,
concerns. So it's live. Definitely tune in, listen, give feedback. That's what we love. We love feedback. It's cool. We're not trying to stress you. You know, if you do is just listen, that's
fine. That's fine.
You know, but for those that like to run their mouth and
comment,
please do.
We would love the feedback. All feedback is great feedback. So it's whatever. So the first topic. Well, let me just get this out the way. Okay, so we have multiple topics. So hopefully we can cover everything. We have the topic of Monique and the Netflix controversy and others that are involved in her speaking out. So she's involved Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, Lee Daniels, Cheryl Underwood, Steve Harvey, John Murray, Will Packer, and a couple other people. So basically the Monique and the Netflix controversy. We also are covering the racial H&M ad. If you ain't known, you should know, or have at least seen it on social media, of the H&M ad of the young black boy who modeled for H&M, and they had him in a hoodie that said "Monkey in the Jungle." So I don't have to say no more about that. So we're talking about the racist H&M ad. We're also covering Germaine Moore. If you're not updated with this, you should. Now this one you need to know. Okay, Germaine Moore, that's the sick pervert who sexually abused the little black girl, and he actually posted the video on Facebook, and it went viral. He's now arrested, but that's what we're covering. That topic as well. We're also covering, hopefully we can squeeze it in, the Puerto Rico, the updates on Puerto Rico and Flint, Michigan, their water issue. So I think I've said it all. I want to make sure I'm not leaving nothing out. Yep, that's pretty much it. And if we do have some time to touch on, add something in between the conversation, then we shall do so. But yeah, that's what we're discussing tonight.
Okay, so I guess let us start, because we started a little bit late. It's all good. Not gonna go into any type of explanations. It is what it is. Nope. You hear us right now, so hopefully you're tuning in, or you will be tuned in very shortly.
That's what matters.
Again, if you have any feedback, definitely let's have feedback. Dialogue is definitely appreciated by us. That's just what we're about. And the replay will be available. If you want to leave your comments in then with the replay, you definitely can, and we'll get back and try to answer as many questions or comments, concerns as we can. We're not the experts, we research, and so that's what we do.
Yep, and we cover it and and touch on it as we're covering it. Also, I want to say with this replay, once this show is over, I will post it on Facebook. So if you happen to come across on Facebook our show, please go check it out. If you miss the live show right now, I'm going to post it on Chit Chat Chew Show, LLC page. So please support it. Listen, share it, let people know about it and know about us. We thank you so much.
All right, let's get right on into it.
All right, so the first article is on Germaine Moore. The headline reads, "Child porn went viral on Facebook and police say its creator has been charged." And this was published on February 6th. Okay. A man has been charged with sexually abusing 3 underage girls across 2 states after a video of one alleged encounter spread across the world via social media. Germaine Moore, 44, of Detroit, turned himself in at a police station outside Montgomery, Alabama, early Tuesday after his mugshot and name were splashed across news sites and police bulletins as a suspect in the decimation of the video that has spread as far as France. The video allegedly shows a child performing oral sex on Moore. Law enforcement agencies across the country have warned people against sharing the explicit video, a problem that has emerged as social media has made spreading videos easier and faster than ever before, often without considering the impact on victims and police investigations or the legal ramifications. The public's attempts to identify the suspect by sharing the video's slow efforts to track down real perpetrators. Tony Garrett, the executive director of the nonprofit Central Alabama Crime Stoppers, told the Washington Post. The victim also may be re-victimized as more people see the crime, Madison County Chief Trial Attorney Tim Gain told citizens. "You're decimating child porn, and that's a felony. It's an awful thought that people can't understand that that's wrong," he said. "To have it blasted all over social media, it shocks the conscience for me. It really does." Wayne County, Michigan, prosecutor Ken Worthy brought 8 charges against Moore, alleging the assault occurred against his nieces, who are now aged 9 to 12 years old, during a 6-year span ending in 2017. He is expected to be extradited. Assistant Prosecutor Maria Miller told the Post in a statement. Moore has not yet been arraigned for the charges that include child sexual abuse and use of a computer to transmit pornography involving children. He could be sent to prison for decades if convicted. Miller added that prosecutors believe Moore preyed on his nieces while their mother worked and committed the abuse at his mother's home in Detroit and his own home in Alabama. Moore faces on 11 felony charges in both Alabama and Michigan. AL.com reported. Which potentially more forthcoming. His fiancée, Tanya Hardy, was arrested and will be charged with hindering prosecution, local media reported. Let me see here. So I will stop there. If you want to read the rest, I suggest you go to WashingtonPost.com. It just gave updates in recent days, as far as with authorities and Germaine Moore and what are they doing to stop people from spreading that video. So, and just everything that's surrounding that video, like the amplification of it, of spreading. And although it made people aware what was going on with this situation, because they caught the suspect, but at the same time, spreading that video, you come into all sorts of problems. I mean, you have one side of people get off on that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of sick people on social media, so it's no telling where their minds are at that time when they're seeing this video. So you kind of, you're actually hindering pedophiles and just pedophilia. You making it worse. You're making the situation worse, and not just for the accused, but for the victim, because she has to relive this every time she see it on social media, because people keep spreading it. And although there's people who didn't have no type of intent behind sharing the video, they just wanted to share it to make people aware what's going on. But at the same time, by the person spreading it, rather, it was no harm of spreading it, but you're still supporting or being attached to sharing child pornography. You're just distributing child pornography. So it's a lot of ways you got to look at it, but what all said and done is detrimental to everybody, more so the little girl. So for those who have shared the video, stop that shit. Do not share that. Share for what? It's disgusting. And you do know you'll be charged with distribution of child pornography, and the police are cracking down on people who share that video. Because if anything, I don't know why people sharing it anyway. That should have automatically just been sent to authorities and let them handle that. But I understand what some people trying to do. I'm not talking about the people who get off on that nasty, sick, disgusting shit. I'm talking about people who thought they was actually trying to help, and just getting the word out about what happened to that little girl. But at the same time, you're harming her. So, you got to be careful. You don't want to get yourself caught in that kind of mess.
Yeah, that well, first let me read my portion of what I'm going to read, and it probably will reiterate what Uno has said, but it is what it is, and it's just going to be reinforced. That's fine. Because he needs to be under the ground. I have no mercy and no sorrow for him. And I know for those that really believe, Christian wise or whatever religious wise, that we need to forgive and all that. I cannot, because, and let me just say, it could have been a black or white. Personally, for me, wrong is wrong, right is right. And his ass and her mother's ass should be under the ground, because just knowing that this man, you stood up for him while he was doing what he did to your daughter, I have no pity. So I hope both get just what they deserve. So let me just read a little bit, and this is coming from I'm going to spell it out for you, www.ELMOREAUGANEWS.com. So again, his name is Germaine Moore. Turns himself in to Millbrook police. Suspect was wanted for sexually assaulting child on viral video. Last week, investigators across the state were actively searching for the people responsible for a video shared on social media that showed a young girl being sexually assaulted. What was not immediately known was the suspect. Germaine Moore, 44, was living in Millbrook, Alabama. But through an intensive investigation by multiple agencies across Alabama, the search narrowed down and investigators set their focus on Moore. Early Tuesday morning, Moore turned himself in to the Millbrook Police Department, Millbrook Police Department, and is now in custody. Which the mother, she's in custody too, I believe.
Yeah, she's in custody.
Overnight, a search warrant was issued on Magnolia Estates in Millbrook, which led to his wife, which is the mother that was condoning what was going on with this man with her child. Stupid ass.
She covered up for that.
I mean, she really covered up and stood up for this man.
Sick ass fuck, man.
Which led to his wife being taken in for questioning and a third person arrested for sharing of the video. So it was a third person involved as well. That man was identified as Jarrell Washington, and the arrest was made by Montgomery police. Germaine Moore of Millbrook was wanted on 11 counts related to a criminal sexual conduct investigation involving a person under 13. Authorities say he had active warrants out of Michigan as well. The investigation began last week when the video surfaced and was shared. Officials we spoke to last week said the video was disgusting and horrifying. Ooh. And anyone who had received the video was asked to immediately contact authorities. This investigation continues, and we will share more information as it becomes available. Update with further information from Tony Garrett, Crime Stoppers. So he's a 44-year-old black man, male of 44, Germaine Moore. He's captured. Criminal charges filed are sexual assault of a child, distribution of video depicting the assault, criminal sexual conduct, first degree, other charges pending. The Alabama Internet Crime Against Children Task Force. I'm going to give the number to 334-353-1224. Pretty much just, felony charges. He's a hold will be placed on Moore for multiple related felony charges in Detroit, Michigan. So again, like Uno and myself said, this happened in not only Millbourne, Alabama, but also Detroit, Michigan. All young girls under the age of 13. And like Uno said, if you still, with your dumb ass, still have that video shared in your Facebook messenger, you're stupid.
Get that shit out your inbox.
You need to get it out your inbox
ASAP.
You need to block, delete, do whatever you need, because now, like Uno said, if you do not, you're just as guilty as him doing it.
Yep, as a perpetrator.
And we all know that social media, the virtual world, is so easy. They're probably listening to us now. You're not protected. And you probably will have to register as a sex offender for even keeping. And I mean, you don't realize that every time you click that open to actually want to watch it, you disturbing. You're disturbed, and you need to be put the hell under the damn ground as well, because that is sick. I don't see how anybody can sit there and watch that little girl who's probably like 5, sucking off on some grown ass man. Let's just be honest. And this is one of those, like, there's other stories that we've covered before, but that really
he posted it up on Facebook though, like,
right. And him not thinking just because he didn't show his face. Do you not know how advanced technology is? They will find you. People get caught every day with trying to do something to minors, boys as well. And so please don't think that you safe by you keep wanting to open it with your sick ass, or you want to share it to somebody else and be like, you got to check this out. No, please do yourself a favor. Get that shit off, please. I mean, it just, like other things that we cover that touches my soul. This touches my soul because
this burns my soul.
This I can't even,
hell with it. It's burning my soul.
I can't even honestly describe, because I am a survivor, have been a victim of something closely related to what happened to this little girl, being a survivor, being molested at the age of 3, and then having someone who was a family. So I thought they were close. You know, back in the day, everybody was a cousin to you, even if they wasn't blood. And so I experienced that too, being under the age of 13, having to perform such an act like that. And I don't do this for no type of pity party. I'm not looking for none of that. But when I can relate, I can relate. And this just brings me back to things that have happened in my life from a young age, under the age of 13. And it just bothers me. It is beyond bother. I can't even explain the feelings that I feel. So my heart just really goes out to these young girls, these little girls, because they're little girls who are innocent, who had to perform acts on grown men when you can go get it for free or on the low.
But see, in a spirit, they're not attracted to that.
But they're not attracted to that. They want something pure and innocent and young.
Right. Fresh.
Right. Because I guess the adult woman is too old. She burnt out. She wore out. So he don't want that no more. He wants something new and fresh. Like Uno just said, fresh out the package. Right. And so I have no.
You got sick people out there that's into that kind of
and
mess.
Plus, like you just said, you know, you continuing to open it up or you continuing to share it through social medias, you're opening up that Pandora's box for, like you said, for other sick individuals, pedophiles.
Yeah, pedophiles.
And just sick people.
Child molesters.
Men and women. Please don't exclude women, because women are just as sick as men.
True.
They are just as sick as men.
Men are not the only ones committing pedophilia.
They are not. Let's get that straight. They are not. It is men and women who are doing these sick, disgusting, horrific.
Women are participating.
They are participating. So please get it off of social media and block it, delete it.
If you got to block that person who shared it to you, please do so.
If you got to block it who shared it, absolutely block them who shared it, because Ooh, honey.
They shouldn't even share it.
They should not. They should not have shared it. Yes, because like you said, these little girls, they're going to have to relive that. They're going to have to go through probably long-term therapy, counseling, you know.
Lord, man,
they're just so much that they're going to encounter, and my heart goes out to them. My heart really goes out to them. And again, the mother.
I want to say my piece on that. Mm-hmm. No, go ahead. Now I'm gonna let you get it out, because I'm going to.
They need to cut her womb out. She don't need to never ever have a damn child again. Never in her life. They need to go do to her, beyond do to her what got done to her child. They need to tear her asshole out. Mm-hmm. Because that's just. I can't even describe, like, how could you, as a woman, a black woman, because she's a black woman,
making our women look bad, man,
making us look crazy. Though I know I would never ever think, but still, you're part of our race, our black and brown community, our black and brown women, and you're taking up for this man that has just degraded your little girl and
defiled.
Right. And in your mind, you're okay with that.
Because you want to keep a man.
Because you want to keep that man.
I'm going to really tell her new ass right now. I'm just waiting for you to finish.
Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead. Get it all off your chest.
Man, I can't, words cannot explain. And for all your self-righteous ass people that's probably going to listen to this replay, how about if that was your child? Whether it was your son or your daughter, under 13, hell, 5 and under. What about if it was could you? I mean, really? I can't, like, It's just some sucker shit and dumb shit I'm not gonna condone. I'm sorry. Just cause I'm black don't mean I gotta agree with everything black people do. Not at all. I'm not going for that. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And if we fucking up, we need to put out there what we're doing. That needs to be exposed. We need to call shit for what it is.
and put everybody on trial who's doing the dumb shit in the community. Cause this is just ridiculous, man. This is getting out of hand. And the only way we're gonna have solutions is to address the problems that we have within the black community. And let me say, with this whole situation with Germaine Moore, what pissed me more the fuck off, like what Jay said about this nappy black-headed ass chick, is you're aiding and abetting a suspect who has been sexually abusing and assaulting little girls over a time span. You're supposed to be a mother to your child. You're supposed to be protecting your child. The seed that you brought to this earth. You're supposed to love your child unconditionally. But you chose to choose a sick, perverted ass man over your own daughter because you want to keep a man and you alone. And let me say something, because I know all races do it, but I don't care about this shit right now. I'm not focused on other races right now. I'm sticking to the point. Some of these black women need to really get it together. Like, there's something seriously wrong with some of these black women. Like, they had dealt with a lot internally. You choosing these women out here choosing their children over men, over some dick because they don't want to be alone, and they getting something out of the man because you have low self-esteem, or you thinking that he can fulfill what you are not, what you missing inside. But that's not solving anything. And black women have a habit of inviting these strange ass men around their children. And that's another thing. Some black women. So the ones that's doing that, if this applies to you, please stop inviting all these strange ass men around your children. You don't know these dudes for nothing. You don't know nothing about them. You don't know about their past. You don't know what they're into. You don't know how they think. And you exposing your children to these different energies coming in and out your home. I just don't understand, man. Like, y'all need to get some fucking help. Seriously. Get some fucking help. Cause stop using this fucking excuse about being alone. Okay, you have low self-esteem. Well, bitch, go find out what the hell's going on and fix it quick. Because I don't give a fuck about you grown ass women. Cause right now the children are on the line right now. That's more important. The hell with you grown motherfuckers. You know right from wrong. These children have no choice. And we supposed to be as adults, as the elders of the community, protecting the children. And here our ass go, hurting them. And the world looking at this shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, I know all humans do it. It's a human thing for some who have that demonic energy that, rapes children, molests children, just sexually abusing children, period. I know all that. It's not a race thing. But right now, I'm talking specifically about my community because I see it too. It's a pattern going on here. And it's not like this is brand fucking new anyway.
No. This has been going on for generations and generations and generations and generations. I'm talking about even going back to my mother, who's in her 80s, where it was going on then. You had uncles molesting, having sex with their nieces, or, you know, for that matter, they was having sex with their sisters, and they was doing all that back then.
Having sex with the little
and the nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Lord, and that was a taboo thing that was not spoken of, because my mother has shared some confidential things to me about my family when she was, you know, younger, and close relatives. We ain't talking about 4th, 5th, 6th generations. We talking about first, second, and thirds. Okay, that was doing some sexual activities and messed up, you know, having just off the chain crazy things that was going on. And so unfortunately, you know, not being able to speak about it, and you know, because that's just something that you didn't do back then. And so that was passed on from generation, which would be me. And so the different things that happened to me from the age of 3 and above, you just didn't talk about those things. If you wasn't taught certain things, you just, if you didn't know it, you didn't act upon it. And so unfortunately, even with that was passed down to generation to my adult kids now, where situations happen with them. But I stopped it when it got to them, because I did what I had to do. And if you don't know it, oh well, because I'm not going to put myself out there. If you haven't already heard the story, oh well. But as a mother, it had to stop with mine. And you have to start not only talking to your children, but you have to listen. You have to listen. You can't keep telling them, shut up, do as I say. Speak when you're spoken to, because you're not going to get no damn way. And before you know it, something could happen to your children from a family member or non-family member. Or they could be out here, you know what I'm saying? Human trafficking or prostituting. Anything could be happening because you're not listening. So it is very important to listen to your kids, again, whether they're male or female. Okay? Please learn to listen. You have to watch signs, watch the body language, watch their attitudes, watch how they react to certain things. Because guess what? A lot of these young ladies, they look grown as hell. They fully developed. Okay? They wearing these clothing that's very inappropriate for them. Okay? A lot of these sick ass, adult, grown ass men looking at them. And a lot of them know that they like under 13 or under 15, and they still fucking with them. And the male or the female, because the males are doing it too. They don't say nothing because, listen, they probably didn't in their head, I'm thinking that they didn't get what they needed at home. So they went out into the streets, and that's their family. But in the long run, down the road, it is not healthy. It's just not healthy. I mean, it could lead to death. I mean, let's just be real and honest with this. We got to stop pushing shit up under the rug. Like this is, and stop saying, well, our community, we need to stop talking about it. No, we need to talk about it. We need to get out of that old mindset, old cliche, just keep it in the family. Nah, some shit, no. Some shit need to be exposed. Some things need to be talked about. We need to stop brushing shit up under the rug, and let's just be quiet about it. And, let's, other races. Okay, other races do what they do. And it's not right. It's not right for no race. Black or white, green, blue, purple. I don't care. Wrong is wrong. But as our brown and black brothers and sisters, we need to listen. Open up. Stop being so damn uptight and stop with the old cliche shit. Because that's not helping us. That's hurting us. So I want to say that.
Oh, I see.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I grew up in that time era where I was told, speak when you spoken to.
Yeah.
My mother made me had a fear of God. I thought she might have been God. She had me scared with a lot of situations. I love her unconditionally. She did expose me to, positive things, but at the same token, I didn't tell my mother about me being molested till I was full grown, because she never taught me to speak up. She never taught me to defend myself. I carried all of that from 3 years old, and I'm the age that I am now, but I can remember back at 3 as if it was now. So please just learn to listen and watch. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do it. It's for our children. Our children are now, not just the future. Our children are the present, right now.
Present. We got to set the tone in the now,
right?
To prepare for the future.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole goal. And I mean, I feel 100% what you're saying. I feel you on everything you're saying, Jay. I mean, this got to start with this whole cycle, man. We got to stop making excuses. Like you said, got to start sweeping shit under the rug. We got to start acting like it ain't happened. It's not there. Whatever the case is, we got to address this. And I understand, yes, it's hard. I know it's painful, but you got to get over that. We gotta heal.
Right.
That's what you want. We need to heal.
Yeah, you gotta do have age appropriate. I hope I'm saying it right. Age appropriate conversations with your children. However that looks for you, but the conversation has to happen. Doesn't mean that our children of right now need to know, like they need to be, I guess, prepared in the event of, or in the case of. I'm not wishing or hoping anything bad on nobody's children whatsoever, but if they're not in the familiar, if they're not in the know, they're gonna fall victim like these little kids, like these little girls did, or like the little boys do. I can wish and shoulda coulda back then with my kids, but guess what? I eventually had to have that uncomfortable conversation, whether they remember or not. I remember the conversations. I remember speaking to them about body parts, saying correct words, vagina, penis, things. Yes, I'm saying it on air live. They have to know their bodies. You understand what I'm saying? Even for the little girls, young ladies, when they, start developing and even to the point of their menstrual, their period, you gotta have a conversation. You just have to have the conversation. You can't be like, okay, I'm gonna wait till they get, you can't wait till they get like teenagers and then some shit happen and then they freaked out and don't know why things are happening to them. You got to teach them proper hygiene. It's just things that need to be. You got to
teach
taught.
them. Yeah, teach them to teach them the facts. Teach them the facts of life. Teach them how to survive in the world.
Right. Give them some type of tool.
Yeah.
Some type of tool.
The tools.
Don't just throw them out there into the wild and shit, and then they lost. They don't know what the hell to do.
They crashed.
Right.
Because they wasn't prepared.
I wasn't prepared on a lot of things, but it took me to have my kids to really grow up and to learn. And I did it. I self-taught myself. So, please, and this is we are supposed to be a village. We shouldn't have that attitude like, well, it's not mine, so it don't matter. Well, they are. They are our daughters, our sons, our nieces and nephews and sisters and brothers.
It might not be your direct
May not be
bloodline,
your direct
but we all
bloodline,
connected.
but exactly, we're all connected. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I care about this whole situation. 'Cause that, that's either happened to us or we know somebody that's happened to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna affect us. So it doesn't matter if someone that's in your family or you close to. It's just hurting to see that she went through that, the little girl. Yeah, so like I said, we all connect to that, but I mean, far as what Jay said, I mean, like I said, you're absolutely right. I mean, there's a lot of things we gotta work on as a community. It's some things we gotta remove out of our community too. Mm-hmm. Because we have a lot of demons we're dealing with, a lot of demons. So yeah, for Germaine Moore and that nappy headed hoe, I said it, nappy headed ratchet hoe of a mother, cause she's not even a mama to me. She's not even a mother. She's just a woman that had a child. But for them two, yeah, they need to be underground. They need to be punished to the most extreme way. And I'm not talking about jail, Yeah, they can suffer for a long period of time, rot in jail, but honestly, that's not justice to me. Yeah, you go to another country doing that, that's off with your head. No trials, no questions asked, no investigation, none of that. As soon as they find out, you execute it. And that's how we need to deal with these pedophiles. We need to go back policing our community again too. Not just pedophiles. All these goddamn street motherfuckers that ain't doing no good to our community, they gotta go too. I hate to say it, but it had to be said. It need to be said. I ain't afraid to say it. Anyone that's not benefiting our community is a harm to us. Period. Coons too. So, that's all I have to say. I'm not saying no more. So if you guys want to find out anything else about Germaine Moore and this story, far as what we read though, we will post these up sometime during the week. But if you want to know more as well, you can go research yourself and keep up with updates.
Absolutely. I'm done with this dialogue right here. This topic.
Right.
Or discussion, however you want to put it.
Too damn much. Now we can move on to the whole H&M racial ad controversy with the black boy who had the Monkey in the Jungle hoodie on. So I will start it off, unless you want to start it off, Jade.
You can go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to read from WashingtonPost.com. The headline reads, H&M hoodie. Well, H&M apologized for showing black child wearing a Monkey in the Jungle sweatshirt. Well, coolest monkey in the jungle. Excuse me, guys. I was saying it all wrong. Coolest monkey in the jungle is what the black boy wore in the H&M ad. Okay. My apologies, everybody. H&M has apologized for an online advertisement that featured a black boy modeling a sweatshirt reading "Coolest Monkey in the Jungle." The image, which was recently advertised on the Swedish clothing retailer's website in Britain, ignited an uproar on social media, with critics saying it was tone deaf and filled with racist undertones. We understand that many people are upset about the image. We who work at H&M can only agree, H&M said Monday in a statement to the Washington Post. We are deeply sorry that the picture was taken, and we also regret the actual print. Therefore, we have not only removed the image from our channels, but also the garment from our product offering globally. It is obvious that our routines have not been followed properly. This is without any doubt. We will thoroughly investigate why this happened to prevent this type of mistake from happening again. People took to Twitter on Monday, noting that other sweatshirts from the same line, including one reading survival expert, were modeled by white children. Twitter was abuzz with criticism from celebrities, journalists, and social justice advocates. Hold on, let's see what we got here first. Okay. Let me see. Do I want to read this part? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna read this. So, someone said, woke up this morning shocked and embarrassed by this photo. Music artist Abel Makanin Tasfaye, better known as The Weeknd. Y'all know who The Weeknd is. I ain't gotta tell you who it is. Wrote, which is actually on his Instagram page. He made he posted about this whole racial situation. I'm deeply offended and will not be working with H&M anymore. Yes, The Weeknd did pull out. Secretly, Nicki Minaj pulled out too. New York Times columnist Charles Blow asked H&M, have you lost your damn minds? That sound like a brother too. That sound like our black folk. Have you lost your damn mind? And of course, NBA star LeBron James posted an altered version of the photo on Instagram, superimposing a picture of a crown over the original print and offering a word of encouragement. Enough about y'all and more of what I see when I look at this photo. I see a young king because, yes, he is a young king. He is not a monkey. Now, white people know they need to cut it the fuck out. So, I'm going to stop there. There's a little bit more to read, but if you want to read the rest or just check out this article and the actual tweets on Twitter from different celebrities or journalists or bloggers or what have you, you can definitely check this out on Washington Post. Now, H&M Britain knew exactly what the hell they was doing. I mean, get the fuck out of here. I mean, no one cares about the apology because it was a sorry one. Like, they knew exactly what they was doing. They wanted to do it and they planned to do it. And they used those coons, the mother and the father, because they both spoke on the situation, to pimp and sell out their own child for some scraps. Because that's what the fuck it was, some scraps. They thinking this money ain't money. All money ain't good money. What about principle? What about pride? What about dignity? What about they have no morals. You sell your son out for a piece of change knowing that they're racist. I mean, that's not a surprise that many Europeans are racist, but why would you even entertain it? Why would you even put your son in the line of fire like that? That's my whole thing. So for her to even say the things she said to support what H&M did and just her own personal motives just makes us look bad as a people. So I'm glad that our people, because we was on their ass. I sure was when that story came out. When they changed the narrative, like, no, we're not going for it. That's a king right there. That's a young king that had the pictures floating. He had the crown on his head. They had the, RBG, the green, red, yellow, black, the lion, they really made us proud. We made our race proud with sticking up for our young brother, because we can't let him go out like that now. He ain't no monkey. And on top of that, the comedy that was posted on social media was, now whoever created the memes, they had the words on the little white children's shirts of negative things. I mean, but you gotta understand, I mean, since they wanted to be petty like that, well, us as a people can be fucking petty too. But the thing is, we had his back. That's the whole point. And we was gonna let him get downgraded like that or disrespected in any way. But it's damn disgrace that we still got coonery going on. Too many on the coon train. This is fucking embarrassment. And black people, we got to stop selling out for every little damn thing, because it ain't worth it in the end. And that's why people can't respect us, because of that kind of shit. How can another race of people respect someone that sell out their own people? How can someone respect that? And don't turn this shit around, because I know what black people do. They always point fingers, but can't even point at their damn self. This ain't about white people. This ain't about Asians. This ain't about Arabs. This ain't about Latins. We talking about black people right now. Let's deal with our issues. Why are we all over the place? Why are we over there? Who gives a shit? That's not our concern. Our concern need to be our own. That's our problem now. We worry about everybody else and not worry about our shit. And wonder why we can't get nowhere. So, all I'm going to say is, we need to deal with the issues in our own community. And when stuff like this happen, we need to get behind it and stop supporting the fuckery too. We need to stop supporting these racist ass companies. And it's sad too that there is some black people who still support H&M and go and buying out their store and thinking it's not a big deal, because they feel like, oh, it's fake outrage and it's fake support and there ain't nobody real anyway, so why everybody fronting? I'ma still shop there. I don't give a fuck. You should give a fuck. That same money that you invest in H&M, you can invest in your kids' future with that, or go build your own business. Why openly support something that openly shows you who they are? Does that make any fucking sense? What do you gotta say to this? Good God Almighty, y'all. I mean, something wrong with us. I don't know. Bless our hearts.
These are topics that need to be discussed, and that is why we are discussing them. So before I go into the article that I have about the mum, the mum, the MUM, the mum,
the coon mom.
I mean, I see things different aspects. Yes, I think that we need to address our community and how we are sometimes, because though it might be embarrassing, frustrating, upsetting, we need to deal with it so that we can do better. And yes, I also believe racism is very much alive. Sad to say, but it is, because you have some very mean and nasty people that's out here. And yes, I do feel that we as a black community, a lot of times we are prejudiced against each other. Yes, I said it. I feel as though that we are prejudiced against each other. And until we as a black and brown community learn to deal, heal, get through it, work through it, get it out, do whatever type of coping skills or whatever type of skills we need to do, seek treatment, therapy, counseling, we are still going to be in the same rut. And we need to stop pushing what we have going on aside and keep trying to blame other people. We know the history about what's going on. So why not let's start making that change? Let's break some cycles. Let's start making change. Let's be proactive. Let's love each other. Let's like each other. Let's respect each other. Let's like our own selves. Let's respect our own selves. Let's love our own selves. We're not there. And as much as that's embarrassing, it's the truth. Because quite honestly, also, I expect a lot of stuff from a lot of other races. I just have to be honest. And no, that doesn't mean I'm racist. That just means that it is what I just said. Because we've had different people of different nationalities and race on our show. So if I was racist or if we was racist, it wouldn't have even gone down, and we would not have even had the people that we had on our show or even been in contact with. So I do not support any more H&M, and I can fit they shit. Okay, little thick chick like me, I can fit it, honey.
Oh, thankums.
But guess what? If you don't start somewhere and stand for something, you're gonna fall for every damn thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, just like I know our Eagles won, but Facebook told me every act, every quarter, I did not even watch it. Yes, I said it. But I know how the game went down because I could hear it from work and you can see it on social media. Okay? But I choose to do that, to stand on what my beliefs are. Now, if you don't agree with it, that's okay, because there's things that I don't agree with other people, and that's okay. I can't make people stop buying H&M. That is your choice. But clearly, as Uno said, there are a lot of companies, retail places that don't even like us. Some of them tell us we straight up racist. Yet, some of us still go and buy because we don't care. You rather break your pockets, take your rent money, take your gas, electric, water, whatever, cell phone, take your money and go support these businesses that don't support you. And unfortunately, that falls into the guidelines. If I'm wrong, please correct me, Uno. That falls into the guideline of even our own brother, Michael Jordan.
True.
Never been a fan.
Yeah.
But I know we will stand outside.
Yep, for some Jordans.
We will stand
Them
outside.
plain looking ass Jordans. I said it.
We will get our folding chairs and we will stand outside overnight with our blankets and everything. We sure will, because guess what? Me and my dumb ass decided once upon a time I stood out with an associate of mine just because they wanted to get sneakers that they dumb ass eventually didn't even get anyway. But I stood out there, called myself trying to be friendly, be there for that person, and it was just a waste. A waste. Barely a few people got some sneakers. Everybody else was turned down. So yes, we need to stop.
Yeah, with the Jordan.
Why can't we support our own black businesses? If you don't want to open up your own, why can't we support our own black businesses or our own people of color, our black and brown businesses? Why can't we do that? Why? Because please don't say because they charge higher. Because you, Michael Kors, Michael Jordan, what is it, Burberry, y'all go in these stores and y'all get a belt for like $300. Y'all broke as hell by the time y'all leave out.
And it's gonna break within a year.
And it's gonna break within a year. So can you put some value on your life? I'm not saying that you should not have. I'm not saying that you can't have nice things. I'll be the first. I love nice things, but I'm not. I know the value. I know the worth of me. Invest in things that will have value. Right.
Stocks, passport, like you said, create
gold
your own
and
business. Gold and silver, create your own business.
Create your own business. You can do it, and you don't need a whole lot of money to create your own business. Listen, my goal is to stop working full time for the man or for the woman. I don't give a damn who it is. That is my goal. The man. Because I'm making them rich.
That's true.
I'm not making what they make. I'm not even probably making half of what they make. Maybe half of what they make. But I'm tired. I don't.
Probably cool, but you gotta sell yourself out to do it.
And I'm just not in that selling out myself mode at all. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna work for corporate America or work for somebody else, know your worth. Okay, know your worth. Don't let people run over you and use you. If you want to open up a business, you can do it. Do the research. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to be making them 6-7 figures overnight. Not
instantly.
Instantly is, in my opinion, that's not the real life for me. I know people get on social media and say they making these 6, 7, 8 figures. Okay, whatever. I tend to think you're lying. I think eventually you get up to that. But I don't think that when you bat your eyes and click your heels like Dorothy or fucking Genie,
you making that kind
that
of
you waking up the next day with stacks like that.
Stacks on top.
Most of us are not. You have to work hard for your business too. But I'd rather put my love, sweat, and time into our own business.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do want to say something on the Jordans though. I just wanted to say there's some plain looking ass Jordans anyway. Yeah, I said it. Why y'all so hyped about them damn plain looking ass Jordans? I mean, what quality is it? I mean, how is he better than Patrick Ewing? I actually like Patrick Ewing sneakers. You know, but yeah, y'all beating each other up, shooting each other, knocking each other over some damn Jordans. The same man, Michael Jordan, who don't like his own people and is disrespectful, is known to be disrespectful to his own people. So, but y'all still go support his ass, and he supports the prison pipeline of our own people too, meaning he financially supports the jail system, the prison system, excuse me. So he has money in the prison system. So what that tell y'all? Black people. Yes, we have enemies in our own race, not just white people. So this is my whole point. We gotta stop pointing our fingers at everybody else, and we need to point the finger at ourselves. Take accountability and responsibility for our shit, our actions, what we do in our community. We need to find solutions. Stop blaming everybody else. And like Jay said, we know things happen in history of who did what at what time and how it was done and how many people were. Okay, we get all that. Okay, yes. But also, we contribute to some of that too, is what I'm saying. So we need to take accountability and responsibility for what we do and fix it. Look yourself in the fucking mirror. Because we're not perfect, and stop making like we are, because we're not. And who cares if it has to be addressed in the open? It needs to be. It's no secret anyway. What secret? What we got to keep hush-hush about within our race? What? That people already don't know already. So we're not saying nothing. They see it already. Why you think they're doing what they're doing to us? Hello, duh. So that means now that everybody's aware, and we definitely are aware of what we do within our own, we need to start correcting it. That's it. Owning up, being a woman, be a man, be grown about your shit and handle it. That's it.
So if you're just tuning in to the Chit Chat Chew live podcast, I'm one of the co-hosts, Jade, and we have Uno that's over here. We are live every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to say specific standard time 4 to 6. 4 to 6. Hope I'm saying it right. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
PST time. Okay, so yes, this is our raw night. If you don't like our mouth, it's okay. You can keep it moving. Share it to somebody else. But if you're down, you're passionate like myself and Uno are, and in our quest life quest, our topics that we have, then definitely we encourage you to join in on Spreaker. You can leave comments, questions, concerns. Also, you can do the same thing when we're done on the replay. I did tag some people. So I'm going to read this article from the Gyro or Grio.
No, the Grio.
The Grio. So let me spell it out and forgive me for missaying it. The Grio. That's THEGRIO.com. Again, THEGRIO.com. Title of it is called Mom of Model and Racist H&M Ad is Apparently Unbothered. Okay, the mother of the young model wearing a monkey hoodie in a racist H&M ad is apparently unbothered by all the controversy. The alleged mother, who identifies as Terry Mango on Facebook, took to social media to push back against critics of the ad that has since been removed from H&M's website. She says, "I really don't understand. I am the mom, and this is one of the hundreds of outfits my son has modeled," she wrote in a comment of what appears to be Instagram. "Stop crying wolf all the time." In another comment on Facebook, she wrote, "That's my son. I have been to all the photo shoots, and this was not an exception." After someone on Facebook asked if she could understand why people were upset over her son wearing a monkey hoodie, the Sweden-based mother said she doesn't get all the fuss. "I really don't understand, but not cause I'm choosing not to, but because it's not my way of thinking. Sorry," she wrote. The Guerrero has reached out to verify if the Facebook account is indeed the mother of the young model. However, no response has been returned. H&M gets canceled. While the mother of the young boy may not take issue with the controversial H&M hoodie, many others did, including The Weeknd. The pop singer announced that he will no longer be working with clothing giant after the controversy they caused with a green coolest monkey in the jungle hoodie. The Canadian singer took to Twitter to announce, "Woke up this morning shocked and embarrassed by this photo. I'm deeply offended and will not be working with at HM anymore."
Yeah, that was on Instagram.
Yeah. So-called apology. In a statement provided to the New York Daily News, H&M somewhat apologized. "This image has now been removed from all H&M channels, and we apologize to anyone this may have offended," they said. Don't believe it. I don't believe it whatsoever. They meant what they did. However, the Sweden-based company's apology did little to extinguish the public flames. In addition, H&M offered another apology to CBS Money Watch. "We sincerely apologize for this image. It has been now removed from all online channels, and the product will not be for sale in the United States." So it's not going to be for sale in the United States, but are you saying that it's outside of the U.S.,
just said, yeah,
you're going to sell it?
Yeah, pretty much.
"We believe in diversity and inclusion in all that we do, and we'll be reviewing our internal routines." History of racism. Most noteworthy, this isn't the first time H&M has been in hot water over race. In 2015, H&M South Africa was ironically called out for not having any black models. The brand only made things worse with its apology when it explained that the use of white models portrayed a more positive image, quote unquote. Of course, the statement was quickly slammed as tone deaf. So, that's what that said with that. Again, it's pretty much telling you, okay, we still gonna do what we want to do. We still don't, we're still racist against black people, really, kind of.
So it's like, whatever, deal with it.
Okay,
we
so
gave you a little apology.
Okay, so we're just gonna shut you guys up and say we're not gonna sell it in the U.S. However, there are black people that live in other countries like Sweden and other countries where they're going to sell these products at.
And by the way, in other countries, certain Caribbean countries, they have boycotted H&M, and they destroyed the H&M stores. So let's get that clear.
That's awesome.
Good.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm going to destroy a store, but I am saying again that I am boycotting and have not been back, since that story.
I do have one. Since Jay has mentioned the weekend, I wanted to piggyback off her. So if I reiterate what she did on certain things, forgive me. But I do have more to add to what she's saying. This is coming from Variety.com. The Weeknd cuts ties with H&M over offensive ad. The Weeknd has ended his partnership with retailer H&M following a controversial product posted on the company's website. The Weeknd, whose real name is Apple Tesfaye, have been working on an ad campaigns in collaboration with the Swedish retailer for its XO brand since 2017. The ad quickly drew backlash on social media after a photo of it went viral on Tuesday. Other stars, including Questlove, expressed similar outrage. I'm sure the apologies are coming, and the ads will be pulled. I'm certain there'll be made media fixes and whatnot, and maybe a grand gesture like a donation to some charity. Donations under these circumstances are the corporate version of hashtag some of my best friends are move, if there ever was one. All this tells me about H&M is that the seats in the boardroom lack something. Want to take a guess? And of course, my black folks know race or racism. Later in the day, LeBron James and Sean Diddy Combs also commented on the H&M ad in their own social media posts, with Combs posting an image rebranding the sweatshirt to say, "Coolest king in the world. I see a young king, the ruler of the world, an untouchable force that can never be denied." James said in his Instagram post, which removed the original message in place of a crown, "We as African Americans will always have to break barriers, prove people wrong, and work even harder to prove we belong. But guess what? That's what we love, because the benefits at the end of the road are so beautiful." LeBron says, "H&M, you got us all wrong, and we ain't going for it. Straight up. Enough about y'all and more of what I see when I look at this photo. I see a young king, the ruler of the world, an untouchable force." What I basically just read, and he has a hashtag of live, laugh, love. Hashtag love my people. Diddy said, "Put some respect on it. When you look at us, make sure you see royalty and supernatural God-sent glory. Anything else is disrespectful." H&M issued an apology for the image's racist undertones. And, of course, Jade read the apology, so we don't have to get into that. Let's see what else here. The company later issued a second statement to Pitchfork saying, "We understand that many people are upset about the image. We who work at H&M can only agree we are deeply sorry that the picture was taken, and we also regret the actual print. Therefore, we have not only removed the image from our channels, but also the garment from our product offering globally. It is obvious that our routines have not been followed properly. This is without any doubt. We will thoroughly investigate why this happened to prevent this type of mistake from happening again." I mean, what the hell is there to investigate? It's going to happen again. So, I mean, they're going to continue to be racist and sell racial undertone products. Nothing new there. Okay, anyway. And, of course, they issued a apology on Twitter. I think you touched on that, correct, Jade?
On Instagram or?
Well, they issued a tweet on Twitter, a third apology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't have to get into that. And let me see if anything else I'm missing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So check this article out on Variety.com. Yeah, so my hat's off to the Weeknds stepping up, and coming through for that young king. And also Nicki Minaj on the low, because she did it secretly. She was also endorsing H&M because I know she had a deal with them as well. And Jesse Williams. Now, I haven't heard anything about Jesse Williams. I'm not saying he's still support H&M or he's backed out. I don't know. He might want to do it secretly. Everybody don't have to announce what they do. I don't know, but I was curious to find out, did he cut ties with H&M? But it's just crazy though. I mean, the blatant disrespect is there. I don't see how Negroes don't see that.
Because they want to go to H&M because, you know, it's affordable and I can grab me a quick shirt or a jacket, pair of jeans, you know, cute little shirt, sweater, the 3 for $10 shirts and shit.
All reasonable ass clothes they can get there. They worried about that.
And get it real quick so I can go out. I mean,
they worry about their own pleasures, basically.
Pretty much. And that's you, to each his own. Not here to be the judge or the juror. What you do is what you do, but don't hate. I won't hate for what you stand for, and don't hate for what I stand for. So we're all good.
You thugging like that?
No, I'm just saying they can be
like you're thugging.
They can be where they want to be, and I'm gonna be where I want to be. If that's how you feel.
If I can't be what I want to be, I'm gonna give it to y'all ass.
Whatever.
Yeah, what you gonna do, Jade?
Whatever. No.
Yes, you are.
It's okay, Jade.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right.
So I'm done. Well, I'm done with that.
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
next topic.
I want to get into the whole Monique controversial.
A lot of tea, drama and tea.
The tea. Let's put the tea. Let's have a cup of tea.
Oh, tea.
The tea in the shade.
Yes, hear the drumming.
And the drama. So I'm going to read this article from VanityFair.com, www.vanityfair.com. Again, these articles will be posted up for you to read for future reference. And this whole thing about Monique, the comedian Monique, calls for Netflix boycott after being offered a fraction of other comedians' pay. She says she was offered $500,000 to aim. Wait a minute, let me start again. She says she was offered $500,000 to Amy Schumer's and Chris Rock's millions. Now, with this, I know it still is some stuff that's going on. She's on Periscope and social media a lot. You know, she's still standing strong, fighting for what she believes. You know, it's two sides to this story. I also believe, you know, but
she's standing strong for what she believes in.
She's standing strong for what she believes in. So, Academy Award winning actress and comedian Monique took to Instagram on Friday to ask her fans to boycott Netflix following a pay dispute in which she says she was offered a fraction of what the streaming service has paid other comedians for their comedy specials. According to Monique, Netflix offered her $500,000 to tape a special for them, but reportedly paid Amy Schumer $13 million and Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle each $20 million for their own Netflix specials. I am asking that you stand with me and boycott Netflix for gender bias and color bias, said Monique in a video she posted on her Instagram. I was offered a $500,000 deal last week to do a comedy special. However, Amy Schumer was offered $11 million, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle $20 million. Monique explained that Schumer had originally been offered $11 million to do a special, which she renegotiated with the streaming service to $13 million. She said, I shouldn't get what the men are getting because they're legends, but I should get more, and Netflix agreed, Monique said. When we asked Netflix to explain the difference, why the money was so different, they said, well, we believe that's what Monique will bring, she said. We said, what about my resume? They said, we don't go off of resumes. Then we asked them, what was it about Amy Schumer? And they said, here we go with the he say, she say shit. And they said, well, she sold out Madison Square Garden twice. This is Amy Schumer. She sold out Madison Square Garden twice. And she had a big movie over the summer. Is that not Amy Schumer's resume? And then Netflix said, by the way, we believe Monique is a legend too. Why shouldn't I get what the legends are getting? Monique has been outspoken against inequality in Hollywood since 2015 when she said director Lee Daniels had told her she'd been blackballed by the industry after her Oscar win for not playing the game of award show campaigning. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, he said he told her that Hollywood's perception of her was difficult as a result of refusing to campaign for herself and that she lost out on work because of it. Okay, so update as of 11:50 a.m., a spokesperson for the company told Vanity Fair Netflix does not comment on contract negotiations. So that's that little bit with Monique. So I get that she believes in what I get that she believes in what she is standing for. But also through looking at that video that we were looking at yesterday from
with John Murray,
like I could really see her demeanor being like that.
And even like that, he pointed out, he gave an example from her movie Precious. Like the character that she portrayed is what she actually embodied in real life. And that's actually believable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I believe that's believable with quite a few,
quite a few actors and actresses and all kinds. Yeah.
They take on the
too damn well
that role
too damn well,
like yes, that like they live and breathe, like you said, that's embodied and embedded or embodied in them, right? Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that she probably could be difficult to work with, and you know, she's been exposing a lot of stuff because you know she's in that industry. Let's just be honest, she's in that industry.
I give respect to her for
but
telling
I mean,
the truth.
I
respect her for that.
Yeah.
I mean, she telling what it is.
I mean, I give her the props, and I mean, I give her that, but I also believe that she can be a lot.
Yeah. Along with her husband, Sidney Hicks. Her husband, right? Yes, her husband, Sidney Hicks. You know, he does have a big influence over her. I know certain celebrities have spoke on this since this whole Netflix controversy has came out. Even before it came out, just her speaking on Oprah, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, whoever else, and him being a big influence over her. And it might have been things that she's said or done that might have been a little out there and detrimental to her career, but I get it though. I mean, if she doesn't want to play the game, she just don't want to play the game, and then people might deem that as difficult because she's not going along with everything they want her to do. She doesn't want to do it no more. She's tired. She getting tired, and she got tired.
Yeah, she's gotten tired, and so now I'm sure she's probably, like we spoke about last night, she's probably gotten phone calls, death threats, all kinds of things. And I guess, you know, in her mind, she's going to continue whether people think that she crazy or not. She going to keep standing for what she stand for. And if that means, you know, she'll, you know, her life may be ended, then I guess, you know, she stood for what she stood for.
Right. She stood for a great cause. I can respect her for that, you know. But what you read, Jade, and said also, you know, gender bias, color bias, and Amy Schumer's offer for Netflix compared to Monique's, and why she was offered that. I mean, you gotta understand from Netflix point of view, because me and you discussed this yesterday, Jade, that Netflix is looking at from a business standpoint. They're thinking about money, like dollar signs. What can you bring to us? How can you make our company valuable? They're based off of popularity. Who's hot right now? You brought up a good point about Tiffany Haddish. Same thing with her. So rather she's a white woman like Amy Schumer or a black woman like Tiffany Haddish, the reason why they getting so much dollars is because of their popularity. Because they're all over the place. And people are paying attention, and then they know that the audience that Amy Schumer and Tiffany Haddish has is going to bring money to their company. They're not looking at the fact that you have a resume because you're a legend in the game as a comedian, you know. So they're just basing off what I just explained, what I just said. Now far as her mentioning Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, I definitely agree with her. There is a gender bias. How come she didn't get paid as much as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle? Because you should know your worth. You shouldn't let someone, you know, devalue you, you know what I'm saying, underpay you. I get it, definitely. But again, the reason why they probably got paid, of course, I mean, that's a no-brainer because of popularity. They're popular. They're in the spotlight. They're constantly in the spotlight. It's not like they took a while off and they pop out of nowhere, nothing like that, or they do projects here and there. They always current, like you see them currently in something, or they in the news or something. So with the whole gender bias situation, black women don't get equal pay as black men do, and I feel like that's wrong. And I see why Monique is standing up for black women far as gender equality when it comes to money, well, receiving money in Hollywood, because they should get equal, because they put in just as much work as a black comedian. So Monique should be offered as much as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. She's a legend in her own right. People trying to dismiss that like she ain't put no work into something. They just forgot who Monique is, like she ain't got a resume or something. Now I'm not, you know, but even actresses, you don't have to be a comedian. Even the black actresses, there's certain black actresses that spoke on this. Tracee Ellis Ross spoke on it. Taraji P. Henson spoke on it. I think Jada spoke on that as well, and even supporting Monique. Out of all the celebrities, a lot of them been against her, but the one person that I saw stand by her side was Jada Pinkett Smith. But I will say that gender bias has been going on in Hollywood for years. This is nothing new. So Monique is trying to fight for the future of black women, so they won't have as much pressure and difficulty in Hollywood of getting the earnings they deserve. So, and then as far as color bias, I mean, the way Hollywood's set up, white people are higher in the industry, and of course they get paid more because of their color. It's white privilege. And of course Amy Schumer is not as funny as Monique. She's not even funny. But I get why Netflix chose the route they did. I mean, even being a legend, Amy Schumer even admit that, you know, I mean, she's not much of a legend as Monique, or she shouldn't have got as much as Monique. But Netflix is not looking at it from that angle. So there is some changes that need to be made in Hollywood, and Monique is fighting for that. And she's also on top of fighting for, you know, her freedom, just breaking away from Hollywood and controlling her own destiny. Because she's not playing the game. They want her to play the game. And so with her going against Oprah, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, whoever else, she's an enemy to them. And they no use for her. They have no use for her. Just Hollywood period. Don't have to be just those three people I mentioned. Just the higher ups in the industry have no use for her. She's a risk. Yep, she's a risk to the Hollywood establishment, and they can't have that unless she's gonna apologize, like Oprah's been saying, and Tyler and John Murray and anybody else in the Hollywood world that says she should just apologize, own up to her mistakes, which I do agree she should own up to her mistakes because she's made them. Like Jay said, you know, I see two sides to it as well. Some of the things that they've said about Monique is probably true. She probably do act like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
but
I can see it.
Yeah, me too. That so I'm neutral in this situation. I'm not taking a side. I do agree with some stuff that Monique is saying, and some stuff that people said about her. I agree with it too. But I will say that she don't have to apologize, because if she do apologize, now she got to play the game. She got to do the rituals and throw up the hand signs and gestures and humiliate herself and all kind of things. She shouldn't have to do that.
No. So it's still going to go on, and we're going to see how things are panned out, because also didn't we look at a YouTube yesterday where they had blew her trailer up or something like that?
Yeah, her trailer blew up or something.
Right.
She is addressed that towards Gary Owen, which I'm going to read an article on him. He addressed his issue with Monique. But yeah, that's what happened. What you saw in that video, some trailers blew up, and Monique actually posted it on Instagram. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, unless you got an article or something?
Well, excuse me. No, it was just briefly saying it was just kind of breaking down, I guess, Amy Schumer's what she brought to Netflix, as far as like the money that she made. But
I'd like to hear it.
Monique was saying, please let me be clear. Sister Amy Schumer is supposed to get what she gets, if that's what her people negotiated. That's what she gets, Monique said. What we're saying is, how come I'm 12.5 million different from Amy Schumer, 19.5 million different from Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle? Okay. And then going down, it says, in 2017, Amy Schumer did a film called Snatched. That film made $45 million domestically. Monique said in the clip, in 2016, I did a film called Almost Christmas. That film made $42 million domestically. Amy Schumer's budget for Snatched was $42 million. Almost Christmas budget was $17 million. Could somebody please make it make sense? Still, Monique may have been selective with her box office comparisons. Trainwreck's Schumer's 2015 star vehicle earned nearly $141 million on a $35 million budget, and Schumer's deal with Netflix was signed before Snatched was released. So you can just further read these articles. In these articles, there are videos for you to see about Monique and her husband, what they made. Sidney Hicks, her husband, Sidney Hicks. And so you can just continue to further read. This is coming from page6.com. Again, page, PAGESIX.com. So, yes, just the title again is Monique calls out Amy Schumer's bankability and Oprah's complicity. So that was this was done January 23rd, 2018. So check it out. It's still going on, whether people want to,
I know we got
follow
bigger
it or
shit
not,
to worry about, but
yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just saying, I know we got bigger shit to worry about, but yeah this is what's going on now in entertainment.
Right. This is what's going on, and we know people like the tea, and we know people, like to hear the juiciness of it. So we're just giving you a tad bit of it. You certainly can read our articles, further research if you want to. Because it's out here.
True.
It's out here.
Now I want to take it back, because I know if y'all have been hearing Oprah's name in Monique's mouth, you've been hearing Tyler Perry's name in her mouth, and Lee Daniels in her mouth, and Will Packer.
And Lionsgate.
But we're going to start from the root. We're going back to Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry, okay? This is coming from page6.com. This was published May 15, 2017. Monique lashed out at Hollywood heavyweights she believed blackballed her from show business. Monique, 49, who won an Oscar for her portrayal of an abusive mother in Precious, claims Lee Daniels blocked her from getting work. What is that black dick connected to? She a trip. That black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed by some black dicks who had no balls. If y'all saw that video, I do remember that video she did. She was at some comedy. No, she was at Apollo. She did this comedy show there. So if you saw the video, you know what I'm talking about. If you have not, go check it out. It's on YouTube. Just put in Monique on stage at the Apollo. It should come up. Okay. The comedian fumed on stage at the Apollo Theater on Saturday. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. She continued. I know they like to say, Monique, you talk too motherfucking much. It would kill me not to say the real shit. You're not paying me equally. You're not treating me fairly. So you could suck my dick if I had one. It's the first time Monique fingered Perry and Winfrey in blackballing allegations. Though she's spoken about her beef with Daniels, 57, previously, I got a phone call from Lee Daniels maybe 6 or 7 months ago, and he said to me, Monique, you've been blackballed. She recalled to the Hollywood Reporter in February 2015, and I said, I've been blackballed. Why have I been blackballed? And he said, because you didn't play the game. And, yeah, and if y'all know what that means on a demonic level, dark spiritual level, then yeah, you can read between the lines on that. There have been people that have said, Monique, she could be difficult. They could probably be right, she admitted. One of the networks said to Daniels that I was really difficult to work with, and I said, well, that's funny because I never even worked with them, but okay. She added, I was offered a role in The Butler that Oprah Winfrey played. I was also approached by Empire to be on Empire, and I was also offered a role as Richard Pryor's grandmother in a new biopic about the late comedian. Each of those things that Daniels offered me was taken off the table. They all just went away, but that's just part of the business, you know? I can't be upset at anybody, because life is too good. It's just what it is. Daniels declined to comment on her onstage rant, but told THR in 2015 Monique is a creative force to be reckoned with. Her demands through pressures were not always in line with the campaign. This sourced her relationship with the Hollywood community. I consider her a friend. I have and will always think of her for parts that we can collaborate on. However, the consensus among the creative teams and powers thus far were to go another way with these roles. Reps for Perry and Winfrey did not immediately return a request for comment. So I'll give you a little backstory that in the past about how all this sprung into a lot of madness. And I want to read this one thing here from BuzzFeed.com. The headline is, this is the full reason Monique is pissed at Oprah, and this was published on May 21st, 2017. You can go check out the video on YouTube. There's plenty of stuff about Monique and Oprah and Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels and whoever else. All right. Let's see what we can pull up. Okay. This part says the whole feud stems back to 2009 when the movie Precious was released. Okay. At the time, Oprah and Monique were friends. They've also both talked openly about having been sexually assaulted by family members. Monique even thanked Oprah in her Oscar acceptance speech. According to Monique, Oprah called her up one day and said, I got a phone call from your brother, the brother that molested you, Gerald. He wants to know if he can come on the show. And before I agree to him coming on the show, I need to call you up to get your approval. Oprah then said she liked for Mo to appear on the show too, but Mo declined. She and Oprah then had a private conversation about Monique's mother and how bad their relationship was at the time. But apparently Oprah never mentioned that Monique's mother and father were going to be on the Oprah show, along with Mo's brother. Monique said if she knew her mother was going to be on the show, she never would have approved. Monique was shocked when she saw the show, and after it aired, Oprah called Monique, who now admits that she was originally caught up in the celebrity of Oprah Winfrey and didn't fully express how she felt. When she hung up, Monique felt bad about not telling Oprah how she felt, so she promised herself that the next time she saw Oprah, she was going to have a conversation with her, no matter where it was. So Oprah and Monique had another conversation where Oprah said, I did not know that your parents were going to be there. Let me check into it and I'll get back to y'all. Oprah never called back. The next time they were in the same room was at an Oscar party in honor of nominee Lupita Nyong'o. Each person had a turn to give Lupita advice on being an Oscar nominee. But after Mo gave hers, she looked over at Oprah in front of everyone and said, Sister, you and I have to have a conversation. Mo then told Oprah, still in front of everyone, that she felt betrayed by someone she looked up to as a little girl. She was extremely upset that Oprah would have her mother on the Oprah show without telling her. Monique said everyone else was listening and it was dead quiet. Oprah replied, if you think I did something to offend you, I want to apologize, which Monique took as a half-assed apology. Can you imagine being at the table witnessing Oprah and Monique going at each other? I'm sure, yeah, I can picture it. At the end of the Periscope, Monique took a moment to address Oprah directly. To sum things up, Oprah and Monique were friends. Oprah asked Mo to come on her show because Mo's brother, who alleged assaulted her, was going to be on. After Mo declined, they discussed Mo's mother, who Mo had not spoken to in a while. Oprah then, without telling Mo, had moms on her show, which upset her. Then Monique called out Oprah at an Oscar party and got a half-assed apology, which led to Mo telling Oprah to suck her dick, which led to the Periscope video. And of course, this is all according to Monique. BuzzFeed has reached out to Monique and Oprah's representatives for comment, and of course, there was no comments. That's where the beef started at. That's where everything escalated at. That's when Monique was just on a roll of just standing up for herself and speaking out and telling how she feel. Now, I do feel like Oprah was wrong for that. Going behind her back doing something like that.
Mm-hmm, that was wrong.
I mean, that was just dirty, but Oprah is evil anyway. I mean, why would you do that knowing someone? Think about it. You cool with somebody, and just imagine you cool with that person who has a lot of power and pull and has money, is successful, and they just sneak behind your back and invite somebody around you that you don't talk to or respect and despise because they actually sexually abuse you or sexually assaulted you at a certain age. Without telling her, you just took it upon yourself to open up a can of worms.
Right, because, that was totally... knowing that about Monique and knowing that she does not have, that relationship with her parent or parents, like that's foul. Everybody don't have that happy-go-lucky relationship with a parent or parents. It happens.
Oprah did that for
she did that
for
she
views.
did that right. She did.
And money.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. That's all. That's what all was about. So, to have some story to sensationalize and add some drama and get people to watch it, and but you're exploiting her life though. So I can see why Monique is really upset with Oprah.
Right.
I mean, I do remember that. I do remember her talking about that too. I forgot all about that until I just read it. Like, I forgot she was mad at Oprah about that. Yeah, I mean, that was foul. I mean, I couldn't even talk to her if that was me ever again.
Oh no.
Nah, if you do some disrespectful shit like that, it's just some things you don't do. I mean, it'd be one thing, okay, if Monique, got behind the scenes and, squashed it out with her parents or whatever, and, she maybe want to have some intervention, and if she agreed to Oprah to get on her show for that, okay, I can see that. But that's not what occurred. So, yeah. She crossed the line on that.
Well,
did you hear about her and Kim Whitley? I know.
I do remember I think there was like some type of YouTube, or they were on the radio, somebody's
Yeah,
radio,
back and forth, yeah.
back and forth. There was some controversy, but weren't they like really cool?
Yeah, they were really cool at first.
Friends at first.
Until Monique said something about Kim Whitley, whatever Kim Whitley did. I can actually touch on it a little bit so you guys could be up on the story if you're not up on the story. Because I know y'all heard her mention Kim Whitley a few times in her Periscope videos or any other videos she's done. So let me tell you the reason why she did. Okay? Let's see if we can find that. Alright, well, it was over. Okay, so Monique was actually exposing Kim because she was saying that Kim Whitley was trying to sleep with her husband, Sidney Hicks.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Another thing was, okay, Oprah and Tyler Perry. Now, okay, she exposed Oprah and Tyler Perry. And, I think Kim Whitley was taken up for them and also Cheryl Underwood. Because mind you, they were all comedian sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kim added her 2 cents in the whole situation. And threw some shade at Monique. You can actually find the video on YouTube. I'm sure it's not hard to find. Just put in Kim Whitley and Monique, or Kim Whitley speaks on Monique, and this should pop up. But that was the reason why Monique spoke on Kim Whitley, just from the aspect of what she tried to do with her husband, and then also being outspoken about Oprah and Tyler Perry and Cheryl Underwood. So that sums it up about that. Okay, now Cheryl Underwood.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, okay, go ahead.
Okay,
yeah.
so
cause you about to get to Cheryl Underwood. Go ahead.
So this coming from BET.com. BET.com. It says, "This ain't over. Monique accuses Cheryl Underwood of throwing her under the bus. She's calling her fellow comedian a liar. Monique is continuing to speak out on her now virally discussed Netflix snub, and this time she's dragging one more person into the fire. The Oscar-winning comedian recently took to her podcast where she shared some not-so-shining comments about the Talk co-host Cheryl Underwood. Monique said that Underwood not only failed to come to her defense during the show, but encouraged her to settle for low offers. However, Underwood defended herself during a recent episode, revealing that she spoke personally with Monique and advised her to make amends with Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels, whom she claims blackballed her from Hollywood. I do not recollect ever asking her to take less money, especially if she felt she was violated," she said. What I asked her to do and what I was hoping that she would do was talk to Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. Now, she may not agree with me, but what I do commend her for now is having the discussion that will hopefully open the door to solving this racial and gender inequality problem that we see. And it has a clip. Then under that, it says, Monique wasted no time responding to Underwood, claiming that her words were all lies. She added that the talk show host actually agreed that Perry, Winfrey, and Daniels were in the wrong. I watched my sister Cheryl Underwood sit on that stage on the talk, and she said, "Let me be clear about something. I never told Monique to take low offers. I told Monique if she asked for forgiveness from Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry, then things would be okay," Monique said. Cheryl Underwood is telling a lie. I can't call my sister a liar, but I will say she's lying. I have the proof of the conversation. She claims Underwood also strangely rushed off the phone after making her statement. When Cheryl Underwood called me, what she said was, I know you're not lying, and I know you're right. And that's when I said, bitch, then why are we here? That's when she got into a big hurry. She said, I gotta go to the airport. I gotta go get on my plane. She claimed, she said. Then it says below, watch her spill the tea below. So there's just it's drama after drama after drama.
So much bullshit.
So much drama and tea and shade and all that other stuff. It's crazy.
That world is dark, man. Like, people think that, they feel like she should forgive these people. I'm not talking about celebrities. I know they're gonna say that. I'm saying the people who's not in that world, the commentators, the fans, people, outside people looking in, just people who on social media, period. They, there's some people who agree with the celebrity, they agree with the celebrity saying that she should apologize and make amends and she can have her job back and work in Hollywood again. But people don't understand that for certain people it ain't that easy. They said that about Dave Chappelle, and it wasn't that easy for him. Why did he go to Africa, and why he took this long to come back? Do y'all know what comes with that? I'm saying being in Hollywood and having success. You don't know what these people had to do for that. Do people really know?
I don't think they do.
So, Monique is in that same position. You think she's not going through it internally? I know with all the drama and shit going on, but just everything. Obviously, clearly she's tired. She don't want to play the game. She's tired of being used and abused and humiliated. Although that is her fault, because that's a choice she made. I do get that. You made that pact with the devil. We didn't. But at the same time, some people thinking that money and having success and living a good life is the solution, and it's not. That's not the key to happiness. It's a lot more layers than that, So, but Monique's situation, all I can say, man, she got to make better choices, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But she's on the right track. She's fine for what she believes in, and I respect that.
Yeah. It's just so much that go on in that world. It's a whole lot that goes on in that world. And again, like you said, you have those that were born into that world, those that were very young that was put into that world even if they didn't want to go into it, those that, are familiar enough. That world is, you're making lots of money, you're getting exposure, you're meeting all these people, you're wearing the finest designer clothing, you're going to the best restaurants, and you're driving these luxury cars and taking these private trips. But at the end of the day, they say the more money, the more problems, and that is
what Biggie said.
Yes, Biggie.
That's true.
It's true. We was just talking about that yesterday about I don't want to be
rich.
I don't want to be rich, and I know a lot of people want to be rich, and if that's your goal, your twist, do you congratulate. I want to be in a position where I don't have to worry about if a water bill need to be paid, a gas, or like I just want to have awesome financial freedom, be able to travel when I want to travel, not have to worry about what's getting paid and none of that. Make sure that my family is good, make sure that I'm giving back, because I believe in that. I believe in getting back, because you'll get blessings triple time for that. So yeah, I want to be good. I definitely want to be good, but I don't want to be rich. And if that makes me a bad person, then so be it, because we all on different paths. Like, everybody don't want to be rich. People might want to just, they want to be good. They want to be well off or whatever.
Whatever, they want to be spiritually wealthy.
And what about spiritually wealthy? How about that? I mean, you can't get no better than, like, I think you can't get no better than that.
Nah, you can't.
So yeah, it's wherever you want to be at, and that's your lane, and that's your lane is your lane, and other people's lanes are their lane. So yeah, because they going through all they going through, all these people who excuse me, who were good besties and all of that, now they can't stand each other. It's a bunch of tea and shade and whatever. Like, it's just so much going on, and that world is dark and ugly, because we really don't, what we see, to me, is just an illusion, because once that's all over, the behind scenes, we don't know what that's like unless we're right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what they go through.
That's true. Behind closed doors.
So
it's a lot deeper what people know, man.
You don't know what kind of rituals go on. You don't, they probably don't even sleep.
They don't. They cannot sleep. I don't see how they can sleep.
I don't believe that they have.
They got demons following them.
I just don't believe that they have a peaceful sleep. I just don't believe it. Nope. You talking about put on a face, put on the front, a facade.
How can they even do it?
I mean, they do it every day.
Ooh.
Every day.
But they have to, because Because if they don't, they can be killed. That's how bad it is.
You got to be quiet. You got to watch the things that you say, and again, me and Una always having these deep conversations prior to the shows or even after the shows, and it's like people are being cloned. This has been going on forever.
We need to have a
people and animals being cloned and stuff, and so these stars that you see out here may not necessarily be the real them.
That's true.
So you just never know. And
it's a demonic spirit inside a empty body.
Right, and please stop saying, no, that's not how it is. No, we need you to, like, really wake up, some of y'all. Like, really wake up. Like, they had that Facebook thing, I think you shared it or I shared it, about how they have this new technology, possibly. You never know if it's coming or not, how the new technology, like these robots can take your blood now. Ooh.
I think that was on mine.
I know it's on mine.
Yeah.
So, what about if it gets stuck while I was trying to give you a damn needle? What the hell?
It's something with that, though.
I don't trust that either.
I don't trust that.
No, ma'am. No, sir.
I'm cool on that, bro. I'm cool on that.
Just let me go. I don't even want to. I don't even want to go there.
If you meant to not be here on Earth, you meant to die, your ass just meant to die. Let it be what it is. That's natural. That's the natural way of life.
True.
That's how I feel.
What else you got?
There's 3 other people that we need to mention in this. Okay, we got Roland Martin, we have John Murray, we have Roland Martin, John Murray, and Gary Owen.
Wasn't he taken off of a show?
His own show, Roland Martin show. But he actually had some words for Monique, and he shut it on down. Okay, so before I get into that, wait a minute. Let's go back. Alright, the article is from yourweb.com. So, EURWEB.com. The headline reads, Monique came for Roland Martin and got flame roasted. This was published on January 27, 2018. As you no doubt know, Monique has been making a lot of noise lately on the subject of wage equality when it comes to black women in Hollywood, and herself in particular. Hence her public call for a boycott on Netflix because they refuse to pay her the same kind of money they're paying Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock or even white comedian Amy Schumer. Still, for the most part, it's been hard for the public and even other black women, with the possible exception of Wanda Sykes. And let me digress, because Wanda Sykes did support Monique. Actually, she was offered from Netflix a lot less than Monique. So she disagrees with Netflix on the stance of gender bias, but that don't mean she wouldn't do a special again for Netflix. I mean, of course, if she was offered the right money, she probably would do a show or a comedy special or something with Netflix. But she turned it down, basically, from Netflix, the offer. And I get it, and I respect that. Because she's worth more than the less that Monique got offered. Back to the article. And now, seemingly from out of nowhere, the actress comedian tried to check media personality Roland Martin on his contributions to aiding women in entertainment. His tweets read, this is on Twitter now. Let me click on it here. Let's see. All right. You can go on Roland's Martin's Instagram, which is at Roland's Martin, and they also posted on Shade Room. So I'm gonna read from Shade Room. They have all the tweets that he tweeted to Monique. Okay, and if you want to see it, it's on the Shade Room. Roland Martin starts off with Monique. The fact that you are even asking the question about what I have done to fight for equality and sisters shows you don't know. I don't talk about it. I do it. Have done it in my whole career. I don't need to talk. I put in the work. Anyone who watched my TV One TV shows, Washington Watch and News One Now, know that. They know who I put on as guests, panelists, even guest hosts. You don't want to go there with me. But again, Monique, you really need to address the email John Murray read that he said was from Will Powell Packer to your husband. This is damning. It spoke of how you mistreated the crew, men and women. Either you did or you didn't. Speak to that. I don't waste my time in silly tit for tats. But Monique, you're going to have to own up to your stuff too if you want others to. That Ebony Mad cover you were on with Chris Rock and I Am Steve Harvey? Well, Chris Rock and Steve Harvey. I conceived that issue. I was told the photo shoot was a horror because of you.
Ooh, we throwing shade. Yes, honey.
He reading her. So here's my final point, Monique. You are 100% right about black women, black men, and other people of color getting paid top dollar. But how we treat others impacts how we get paid. Now ask yourself, is it you or every other major black Hollywood player that's the problem? Wait a minute. Is it you and your husband, or is it Lee Daniels, Oprah, Tyler Perry, Will Packer, David E. Talbert, and others the problem? Your talent is immense, but life ain't just about who has talent. It's also how we treat everyone else. That's also equality. I sat with you on TV One where I discussed the issue with you and Lee Daniels and Precious. I listened and heard you out. So while all the drama with Almost Christmas where you were brilliant, you should have gotten lots of roles after that. Ask yourself why you didn't. And the reason why he replied to her, because she actually replied something here. It says, Brother Roland, please listen. We get ready to do press. I appreciate your fight. However, where is your fight for equality when it comes to your sisters? Let's talk, brother. Okay. Now, the last, let me see. Wait a minute. Okay. 2 more tweets. I think it's 2 or 3 more. Was it because of what Will Packer said in the email John Murray read? Seriously, Mo? You got to ask yourself the tough questions too. Let's all get paid our worth, but let's also demand excellence in how we interact. I don't derive anything from a back and forth. You said your piece, I've said mine. I'm going to continue to fight for economic equality for black men and women, and I wish you good luck in your pursuits. Holla. Y'all keep saying to call... Y'all keep calling to say at Mo Worldwide. I don't have a number. Never have. I don't have personal access to grind. I'm not being rude or disrespectful. But I will be honest. I wish her all the best. Now I'm taking off from Denver for KC in this funeral. Y'all be blessed. And that's what he said to Monique. He read her up, straight down, all around, all the way through.
Well... That's what he did.
She done started with her.
She started with people. It goes both ways. So you gonna say something about somebody, and
Expect the response.
Expect the response, especially they feel as though you talking about somebody. She's talking about somebody throwing her up underneath the bus. She's steady throwing people underneath the bus. So they gonna come back. It's going both ways. So
look, they ain't backing down either. So and is there something you want to read before I get to John Murray and Gary Owen?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So I don't know if y'all seen this. This went viral when he spoke on Monique. John Murray, that YouTube video of him, reading Monique and throwing shade. I have an article from eurweb.com, EURWEB.com. The article reads, let me see if I can click on this. Let's see here. Come on now. You working all right now. You want to... Okay, here we go. It says, journalist John Murray whips out receipts on Monique, including scathing Will Packer letter and blackball list. Okay, so I'm going to read this. This is actually short, so... On his video podcast, over the weekend, entertainment journalist John Murray spent an hour and 18 minutes on the topic of Monique after the comedian tried to roast him last week in one of her live Periscope chats. The actress told viewers that she didn't understand why Murray wrote such mean things about her and noted that he often used his pen as a weapon against her. John came fully stocked in his response, toting receipts and providing anecdotes that purported to prove one thing: the only person standing in Monique's way is Monique. John said that Lionsgate, which Jay did mention like 30 minutes ago, Lionsgate, Tyler Perry owned, which is Oprah's TV station, Oprah Winfrey, Lee Daniels, Will Packer, Fox, TV Land, ABC, BET, CBS, The Talk, Netflix, and Universal Pictures all refused to work with the comedian for various reasons based on her reputation. Regarding Packer, who produced Monique's film Almost Christmas, John read an email he sent to her husband, manager Sidney Hicks, that described Packer's lack of patience with her constant demands on set. Read an excerpt from the letter below. Monique, myself, my team, and Universal staff have gone out of their collective ways and bent over backwards to make Monique feel comfortable and respected during every step in this process. You have rejected reasonable attempts at positive and proactive communication. Monique is a mentally talented actress who deserves better representation than that, and to think that you have directed your vitriol at someone who was an advocate when it was time to cast this film, even though I was warned by numerous people around the industry about hiring Monique, primarily because of the transnational cost of dealing with you, and about Monique's call for a Netflix boycott over being offered $500,000 for a comedy special instead of the $12 million given to Amy Schumer. Murray says Monique was actually offered $3 million from Netflix under the condition that she auditioned in front of network execs, but she refused. Apparently, Monique felt her level of stardom didn't warrant an audition. Netflix reportedly agreed, but dropped their offer to $500,000 without the audition attached. And then you can watch Murray's video on YouTube. He actually has his own YouTube channel, so all you gotta do is go to John Murray. He spells his name different. Not John, Jawn. So John Murray, Murray. Put in the search engine on YouTube, pull up his channel, and go check it out. He'll give you the full breakdown of how he feel about Monique and what's been going on in the industry with her and the relationships he's had with people. Okay?
I got something.
Okay, let's go and whip it out on him. I look like she about to talk about Gary Owen.
I'm about to talk about Gary Owen.
All right now. Go ahead.
This is coming from Blavity, BLAVITY.com. Title: Actor Gary Owen issues a rant against Monique. Stop blaming everybody for your ish. The comedian will not allow Monique to slander Will Packer's name. This was 6 days ago.
You good?
Okay, I thought, okay.
You know everybody about to slap you or something?
No.
What the fuck?
Monique has made quite a few headlines in the past 2 weeks for calling out Hollywood's most notable people for their actions. After putting Netflix on blast for an unfair deal, Monique turned her attention to producer Will Packer. Packer produced the films Straight Outta Compton, Think Like a Man, and Girls Trip. Blavity previously reported that Monique accused Packer of trying to ruin her character. However, his village is not taking the negative remarks lightly. Comedian Gary Owens, one of Packer's close friends, shut down all negative claims about his friend's character in an Instagram video. Monique blames everybody. Will Packer has done more for black actors and actresses than just about anybody in the past 10 years. He is a good brother, Owens said in the video. He also challenged Monique to take responsibility for her actions. You can watch the video below in this article that's going to be put up. I'm not going to sit back and let people slander my friend's name. Not cool. Monique went too far with this one. This was a post shared by Gary Owen. So basically, Gary Owen is a white male comedian.
If you ain't know.
And he's taken up for his friend, Will Packer, and everybody is just being put out here. Everybody's booty hole is just being put out here in the raw. Yes, I said it.
Not the booty hole.
Yes, I said it. You don't like it? Skip on to something cleaner.
They're like, oh, she said booty hole.
Yes, I did, girl. I said it. So yeah, it's just Monique just started it. People coming for her, and she just coming back at them, and it's just a ongoing thing. And like I said, it's just so sad. It's sad because all of them were all good friends, and it's like they're just definitely distant towards Monique. Mm-hmm. She's kicked out the box. Yeah. The rest of them are, still cool with each other.
There's some kind of relationship.
Right. And so, through it all, through all the articles and through all the YouTubes and blah, 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 Jada Pinkett Smith is
and
still...
Wanda Sykes.
are on Monique's... They're supporting her. They're standing by her side. So, it's just so much. That's why I say, I would not want to be, I have no desire to be put into that world. I'm okay with advancing in another way. I don't need that. I don't, it's so much. I don't need that. It's so much.
Advance in the right way.
I'd rather advance right. I'd rather advance in the right way. And if it means that it's going to take me longer, then so be it. At least I know I'm doing it right, and I'll have a peace of mind. And I'll have a better outcome and better benefits and blessings.
Craig gives you everything on time.
Right.
And you owe nothing back.
Right.
He just bless you.
Right.
If you do your part. That's it. That's all he wants. You put your foot forward, and the force can bless you. But the devil, you put your foot forward, he bless you, but it come with a price. That force gonna want something from you. Every time. Ain't just one time. You gotta keep doing it. It's a price every time, and it gets higher and higher and higher. Mm-hmm. What kind of life is that? There ain't no life.
Absolutely.
That's spiritual and mental torture to me. That's not a life to live, man. And like you say, you want to have a peace of mind.
Right, I do. I want a peace of mind.
You can't have a peace of mind in that kind of direction. You can't have none. Mm-mm. Your whole life is hell. The rest of your life. And there's nothing you can do, which is the unfortunate part about it.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. So what else do we have to discuss? Are we good? We good?
We were supposed to discuss Puerto Rico and Flint, but we'll definitely touch on that another time.
Okay. We'll touch on the Flint, the updates with that, because that cannot be missed out on.
No,
because
that's real issues going on.
That's real issues outside of this, this entertainment world. There are there's some real issues going on with Flint, Michigan, with the whole water issue still, and Puerto Rico with the water as well.
Well, water and food supplies. They got
food
cut off.
Supplies, right. They got cut
that.
off. So those are things that we're going to, we can talk about those in the next show.
And cloning, because you did bring that up. I think that's a heavy topic to talk about. I think that's an interesting one.
Okay. So those are some interesting, topics, discussion. So we definitely will look out for that show. Look out for that. So, we thank you guys for tuning in, or we thank you guys in advance for listening to the replay.
Appreciate you.
We want to let you know how you can reach out to us. So
there's no reaching out to us. I'm just playing. See us when you see us. God damn it. Oh, no, I'm just playing.
So, you can go to our business page, which is Chit Chat Chew Show, LLC. Again, Facebook business page, Chit Chat Chew Show, LLC. Definitely make sure that you like us and follow us and support us and share us. So I have to politically say it the correct way. Facebook at Chit Chat Chew Show, LLC. You can also go to our other Chit Chat Chew page, which is Chit Chat Chew Radio Show. You can go there and like us and follow us and share it. And,
the group. That's right.
Our Facebook group, Chit Chat Chew Show, Chit Chat Chew Radio Group. You can also go to our Facebook Be Authentic. So that would be B, just the letter B, and then authentic. So B, and then AUENTHIC. Be Authentic. Is that products with that?
All together.
Be Authentic Products. All together. Be Authentic Products. That's our Facebook t-shirt business page. More to come. Also, you can go to our Facebook page, our LGBT friendly page, which is at Lotus Monk Biz. That's our Facebook LGBT friendly page.
All right.
At Lotus Monk Biz.
Awesome. Now, for our other social media sites, you can check us out on Instagram at Chit Chat Chew Show. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. We have a Twitter, which is at Chit_Chat_Chew. Once again, at Chit_Chat_Chew. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Retweet about our show. Make it go viral. Let people know. Get the word out. We thank you. We have a YouTube, Chit Chat Chew Show. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Like, comment, and share. All feedback is good feedback. We thank you anyway. Haters, lovers, fans, outsiders looking in, commentators, whoever, we appreciate your damn feedback. We also have a
haters. Love us anyway.
Everything's updated, by the way, on YouTube. All our shows from the past to the present. Check it out on there. It's the same way on SoundCloud too. Everything is updated. So go to our SoundCloud at Chit Chat Chew Show. Make sure you follow us. I'm still working with Vimeo. Some stuff is on there. I say like 80% of it. So, but make sure you still go check us out on there too. Just follow it. Even if you don't check it out, just follow it. Support us at least at Chit Chat Chew Show. And I think that's it. Oh, now the Instagram, I'm gonna let Jay tell you guys what the Be Authentic is on Instagram, and can you tell them what Lotus Monk is on Twitter?
Oh wow. Okay. See, that's why you need to just do the whole thing.
Yeah, I might have to start doing that then. Since
Because-
you can contribute to it.
I can.
I'm just messing. I'm
NT
just
Hugh
messing.
again. Just a reiteration with Instagram. Uno already said it, but if you didn't catch it, it's at Chit Chat Chew Show. Okay. Our Be Authentic is our Instagram Be Authentic page is B and then AUTHEN. Let me start that over. BAUTHENTIC_products. So that is Be Authentic _products for our Instagram page. And then we are working with Twitter. You did the Chit Chat Chew, right? So I'm just doing the Lotus Monk.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So to reiterate again, if you didn't understand what she said before, for Twitter, our Chit Chat Chew show is at chit_chat_chew. All the C's are capitalized, but you probably can find it if you didn't capitalize the C, but it's at chit_chat_chew. And for our Lotus Monk on Twitter, our LGBT friendly Lotus Monk Twitter page, it is at Lotus Projects. So definitely.
Oh, tell them the website too.
I am.
Oh, I thought you wasn't.
No, I was.
Oh,
okay.
wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a
okay.
minute. Oh,
so
wait.
definitely.
Hold on.
So
yeah, if y'all can see this look she just had on her face, shit,
Stop it.
It scared me a little bit. Like, damn. Wait a minute.
Whatever. So
thugging.
our website is www.chitchatchewshow.com. Again, our website is www.chitchatchewshow.com. You can check us out. We have our past guests, whether they were on our show or if their music was being played. And what else? So we have that. We have a guest, I guess a place where you can go to the guest section and you can sign up to keep updated. We have a donation button. We have a legit donation button. $1, $5, $10, $20, whatever your heart desires. We definitely appreciate it. So check us out. Donate to our cause. We're still fairly new. We're growing. And we appreciate you in advance. What else do we have there? Also, we have different packages for sponsorship. So if your business is interested in having if your business is interested in being on our website or on our show, we have packages. We have affordable packages. We have we have different packages for different needs. Let me just say that. So if you're interested, that information is on there as well. Hit us up with that. And if you're interested in being on our show, you can email us at chitchatchew_show@yahoo.com. Again, chitchatchew_show@yahoo.com. So we are so serious, and we hope that you will be too, because we know everything is not perfect, but we look for communication, honesty, and to be able for all of us to work together. So if there's something that you don't like about a flyer or what's on the flyer, or, let us know. If you have issues with us being part of the LGBT community, let us know. Because we straightforward can get. So people need to stop worrying about people's lifestyles. We're about wanting to do business. We don't care who you do, what you do, why you do. It's all about business, and it's all about hopefully having a good connection and networking.
Leave your personal hangouts out of business, please. We don't give a shit.
Yes. So
that's basically what it is.
If you're interested, whether you're a individual that has, your own business, or you have partnerships with people, or a corporation, or activist, advocate, liaison, you name it, artists, that's broad, because art or artists, that's a wide range. So if you're interested, just let us know, and Uno will tell you more about as far as the artist side of it.
We done. Ain't no motherfucking artist side. Oh. I'm just playing.
Shut up.
Y'all, I'm just messing, y'all. Don't pay me no mind. I am tired, so I'm acting silly right now. Okay, so artists that are interested in getting your music played on our show, send your music to chitchatchu_show@yahoo.com. We're looking for a particular kind of song, really just certain kind of music that fits our criteria that we're looking for. So if you're creative, if you have something real, if you have something that speaks truth, if it's socially conscious, if it's dope, if it has some hip hop element, I'm talking about real hip hop element. If it's out of the box, whatever it is. If it's something that feeds our soul, we definitely will play it on our show. We want the music that you send to match the frequency of the topics that we discuss on our show. It has to be on the same wavelength. We can't just play anything. So that's why we're saying this. We can't just play anything. There's plenty of outlets for that. Plenty of outlets. Okay, well, it's time for something different. So if you coming with something different, that's what we looking for. Something different. Send it our way to the email that I just provided. chitchatchu_show@yahoo.com. That's that. So artist, rapper or singer, spoken word, this is to y'all. Okay, I'm finished.
All right, so on that note, enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy the rest of your week, and much love to you. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Cheer.